we're going to be finishing our Charles McGee inspired sculptures. And so you need your paper from last time, you need some scissors and glue and another piece of paper that you can glue those papers onto. So I'm choosing black, but you can use white as well. Whatever you happen to have will work great. All right. So gather your supplies. Let's get started. My paper from last time. I'm going to use a black paper today to glue mine onto. I'm going to need scissors and I'm going to need glue. Remember, if you're at home doing this, to always, and at school, remember to always use scissors safety. And if you're at home, make sure you have the permission from the adult for cutting. When you're cutting today, your thumb should go in the small hole, your fingers should go in the other, and then you are going to use this other hand that you're not holding the scissors with to help you turn the paper. Remember, keep your eyes looking on the line when you're cutting so that you can do a really nice job of cutting. So when you get a place where your line turns, turn your paper. Always open your scissors nice and wide when you're cutting, and that way you get some nice smooth cutting lines. Okay, so once I get this all cut out, I will show you. I think I'll put this on fast forward mode just so that you can see this at a little faster pace. Remember, take your time when you're cutting. Okay, I've got all my pieces cut out, so now I'm going to get my black paper, or if you, like I said, if you're doing it on white paper, that's going to look fabulous too. So either way will work. Now, there's several ways you can glue things onto this paper, but probably what you don't want to do is just glue it on flat. What we're trying to do is make this so that you can see it from all sides. So when this is sitting on the table or even hung up on the wall, that you can see this popping out from your paper. We're trying to make a sculpture. All right, so what you're going to need, there's a couple different ways you can do this. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to fold and just a little bit on the end of each one. It almost looks like a little foot for your paper to stand on. And what you need to do is make sure you're using plenty of glue here. Try not to get your fingers in the glue because you don't want to spend your whole art time with sticky fingers and have you running to the sink. All right, so I'm going to put this on my paper and make sure when you put this on here that you push. I like to take my finger and just rub that really good on those places. I'm going to take another one and I could just do the same thing, or I can try something a little bit different. Maybe this time I would like to try twisting my paper. And if I'm twisting my paper like this, I don't need to make the feet because that part of the paper will be on there flat, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually putting the glue, if I'm twisting my paper, on the top part, the part with the design. And I pick up the ends. I'm going to keep my fingers out of the glue. And maybe I'll have it twisting this way. I'm trying to come up with a composition that will be interesting to look at from above and when I turn it around. So sometimes what I like to do, I'm going to rub this really good. Sometimes what I like to do is turn this around from different angles and look at it as I make this so that I don't always end up with the same thing. Another thing you can do with your papers is you can fold your paper. So if you want to fold your paper a couple times back and forth, this can be kind of fun. You get kind of that zigzag effect. I'm going to do that again. And you'll have to decide if you need to make a foot or not. Sometimes you can even have it attaching on top of another place. I'm going to put the glue on the back, I think. You can have papers going under. I think for this one, I'm going to have it go up like this. Now you make sure you push that on so your papers won't fall off later. Rub it Make sure you have plenty of glue. If you don't put enough glue, you're going to find that your pieces will pop off of there. All right, and so I'm going to keep adding pieces on here. Use your creativity. Maybe you want to even try making a spiral, kind of, if you wrap it around. Sometimes you can get kind of a neat, neat effect. I'm going to pull that out of here. Looks like a little tunnel, right? But when you undo this, you'll see you have kind of a spiral. Now you could either stretch that out, or you could leave it curled up like that. Maybe it gives you kind of a nice curve. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on like that. So if you're having trouble getting your paper to curl, you can do that, and it kind of gives you a little bit of extra curve to your paper. All right, so I've got a couple more pieces to do. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, you can see I have just finished my sculpture. It's not only interesting to look at from the top, but you can see if I turn it around when I'm looking at it from the side, that it also is very fun to look at that way too. So sculptures are kind of a neat way to make art as well. All right, so when you're done today, make sure your name is on yours. You can write it right in the corner if you're at school. If you're at home, I want to see a picture of this on Seesaw, and don't forget to put it on Art Sonia. All right, I hope you've had fun making your sculpture today. I can't wait to see what you've made, and until next time, goodbye.